has professional backgrounds, namely pilots, medical practitioners, lawyers, criminologists, engineers, architects, educationists, disaster management specialists, ICT, and procurement professionals, just but to mention a few, are graduating today. Remarkably, sir, 50 of the cadet officers are female. As the Commissioner General of Prisons, alongside the college commandant, we have had moments to advise, mentor, and counsel the cadet officers. And I'm confident that as we release them today to join their seniors in the field, they have been fully equipped with the knowledge necessary for their success. This moment today is therefore for you, Your Excellency, to bring to their attention your dreams, vision, and mission of what your valuable expectations is for them. With these few remarks, Your Excellency, it is now my humble duty to invite the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Interior and Coordination of National Government, Dr. Fred Matiang'I, to guide the rest of the program. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, the Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, my cabinet colleagues present here today, the various heads of our security agencies are present here today, the Commissioner General of the Prison Service, the Commandant, my colleagues from the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government are here present, led by our Chief Administrative Secretary, Madam Winnie Gushu, and my two colleagues, the PSS, Engineer Dr. Karanja Kibicho, and PS Sainabu Hussein, our Principal Secretary for Correctional Services, distinguished guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, sir, this is your day. But permit me, sir, to say one thing. Basically, to express our gratitude, first of all, for the unique and rare opportunity you have given us to work with you as you are transforming our security sector. Today, we graduate a second class in the context of your transformation plan of improving the leadership and the capacity of the prison service in our country. This is happening also in the National Police Service. Your Excellency, it is true that your vision is now yielding results because we are seeing a transformed correctional services department. Just this morning, you have commissioned our water bottling plant. And recently, thanks to the focus you have demanded of us and the plan you gave us, the prison service has increased its capacity and acquisitions of both equipment and resources to expand its services and improve the quality of correctional work that we do here. Your Excellency, on my own behalf and on behalf of my colleagues, I want to continue to assure you, sir, that we will remain focused on the plan you have given us. And we will do everything according to the instructions you have given us. Because first, as citizens of this country, we can see for ourselves the fruits of the way in which you are leading us. It is very emotional, Your Excellency, to see a female cadet officer commanding a parade here. I thank God that I have lived to see this in my country. And we have now moved a step ahead in terms of ensuring that we provide equal opportunity to our girls as much as we do to our boys in this society. And I am proud of my colleagues in this service because the female colleagues I work with, starting with the phenomenal commandant of this institution, Madam Wanini, my phenomenal colleague PS, Zainab Hussein, have led from the front, and you can see the effect of their contribution to what we are doing here. Your Excellency, we wish you all the best and pray that the Lord Almighty continues to strengthen your hand as you lead us, and that the Lord leads us too to do that which is right in His eyes and in the eyes of our people, in the service of our great country. Your Excellency, sir, this is your day. When we go to the next ceremony, I will again make a sentence of some remark about how you are transforming us. For the first time since independence, we are having health facilities now dedicated to the various services, such as we are going to launch shortly, sir, when you break ground to start our brand new Magereza Hospital here. All this is because of your leadership, and it takes leadership to get to where we have gotten, Your Excellency. Lastly, sir, I want to thank my colleagues who have worked with us. These cadets have been training in the context of COVID-19. You instructed us to work seamlessly with the rest of government within the framework of all of government approach. I am sincerely grateful to my colleague, our Cabinet Secretary for Health, Senator Mutahi Kagwe, and the entire of his team at the Ministry of Health for how they have worked with us. And that is why today, much as we have gone through some challenges, we've already gone past 90% in the vaccination of the inmates and closer to 90% achievement in the vaccination of our staff. Your Excellency, sir, we will remain committed and we will walk the path you have drawn for us in the service of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to execute my humble duty of inviting His Excellency, our President and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces to speak to us. Please, let's be upstanding as we invite His Excellency, our President. Your Excellency, sir.
Asante sana. Please be seated. Thank you very much. Graduates, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor today to be presiding over this prison cadets officer passing out parade. And today, we celebrate the end of a very rigorous training that has been successfully completed, despite, as has been said, the constraints arising from the COVID-19 containment measures. To each and every one of you, my hearty congratulations for your personal and collective achievements as the cohort that is graduating today. And let me also register my very deep appreciation to the trainers who have coached you, mentored you, and instructed you over the last 13 months of your training. Your tremendous effort has today borne bountiful returns. So, ladies and gentlemen, the advent of the Constitution of Kenya 2010 ushered a new dawn for every aspect of our national life, and correctional services were part of this. This national covenant demanded dignity for all citizens, and in that regard, we continue to steer institutional reforms of the Kenya Prison Service to meet the visions set under our new Supreme Law. A key plank of these reforms has been to reposition the service from being a mere custodial institution to a correctional facility. Indeed, under the leadership of the State Department and Ministry, the service now places greater emphasis on rehabilitation and reintegration and the reduction of the tendencies of convicted criminals to reoffend. We are undertaking this solemn national duty so as to support those of our citizens who offend the law to realize the impact of their actions on society and to instill in them the need to be responsible and accountable in their choices and actions, and to make positive changes for the future. Indeed, to anchor the ongoing reforms, where philosophically the place of incarceration has transformed from being that which seeks retribution to one that seeks restoration, rehabilitation, and reintegration. And as such, new services and their attendant skills are required of this institution. These include risk assessment and counseling, which is why my administration has continuously provided support in recruiting specialists, professionals, indeed as is attested by the cadet officers who are passing out today. These cadets who are passing out today are the latest addition in our quest to foster the capacity of the service in discharge of its national duty as a key institution in the criminal justice system. And in that regard, I urge each and every one of you graduating today to honor with fidelity the ethos of the service in all that you do. Indeed, as a key player within our national criminal justice system, the Kenya Prison Service, success requires close collaboration with other players across the entire length of the criminal law process. And I note with satisfaction that the feedback that we have received from these players in the system has been unreservedly positive. And I commend, through you, Commissioner General, the service for building strong linkages across the criminal justice system. In keeping with the vision of a prison service that directly contributes to socio-economic development of our country, I am also very happy that the service is indeed now making important contributions to the Big Four agenda, particularly in terms of food security and manufacturing. Currently, there are 1,400 acres under commercial maize production, and a maize processing plant with a capacity of 30 tons per day is under construction at Naivasha Prison. This maize plant will initially supply maize flour for inmate food and ration. Mwea Rice Farm is also being transformed into a model farm for rice production, with its size now being increased to about 200 acres. Farm machinery for production has been acquired, and a modern rice store and mill house has been constructed, while the procurement of a modern rice mill is also ongoing. Plans are also underway to produce certified potato seed at Nyandarua prisons. Livestock production has also not been left behind as part of this transformation by introducing pedigree dairy cattle at the Ngeria and Shukusha farms, together with an improved Boran beef herd right next door at Kamete Prison Farm. Other areas of reform include tea production at Kericho and Uruku prisons, vegetable production at Embu and Ruiru prisons, sunflower production at Kisumu and Kibos prisons, and hay production in Ngeria and Shikusa farms. Currently also, you have a 13-acre tree nursery here at Ruiru Prison to support our move to 10% forest cover for our country. The prison industry also continues to play a pivotal role in support of this Big Four agenda. Today, we have launched a water bottling brand here at Ruiru. And government agencies and departments will also now be procuring their drinking water from the prison service, ensuring a lower cost and passing on this saving to our taxpayers. As part of this transformation, the prison workshops are also being revamped to modern workshops so as to continue training offenders in various industrial crafts and vocations, a critical aspect of rehabilitation and reintegration, and the reduction of the tendency of convicted criminals to reoffend. The above are just a few examples that demonstrate that even though the offenders are within correctional facilities, they are not excluded from personal development and also can make valuable contributions to building the nation and achieving our shared aspirations. So, ladies and gentlemen, even as we focus on securing the restoration and integration of offenders, the well-being of our officers, supporting them, has also been and remains a key area of focus for my administration. I am pleased to state that we have made significant progress in uplifting the benefits and standards of living of our officers and their dependents. We have revamped accommodation facilities, introduced comprehensive health care, and implemented continuous professional development that ensures that officers can upskill and improve themselves. This is in recognition of the fact that you are the frontline personnel who interact most with the offenders and therefore have the potential and ability to role model positive social behavior. To further enhance the medical and wellness infrastructure supporting the personnel of the service who undoubtedly bear the burden of duty and sacrifice, today we will be launching the construction of the Kenya Prison Service Hospital, which I will be groundbreaking. And I direct that this should be finished and ready for operation on or before the end of Q1 2022. To this end, and we have just been talking with the Minister, we must ensure that the next intake of cadets should ensure that a provision is made for the recruitment of doctors, nurses, and other medical personnel to man this new hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, we now return to a subject of the forgotten within the justice system. Forgotten not because of their own acts or omission, but by being born in prison. That is the young children of imprisoned parents who are the silent, forgotten, hidden or invisible victims of the justice system. These children, especially those who accompany their mothers to prison, bear indelible scars born throughout the journey that their mothers must travel across the justice system towards and during incarceration. During this period of their development, children need stable, safe, secure, stimulating and nurturing environments to enable them grow optimally and to achieve their developmental potential regardless of the crimes committed by their parents. A nurturing environment for young children accompanying mothers to prison, as well as those who are left behind, will go a long way in improving child outcomes and break the cycle of intergenerational incarceration. The government recognizes parental incarceration among the adverse childhood experiences that exasperate the child's risk of negative outcomes in adulthood. These outcomes include depression, criminal behavior, abuse of substances, domestic violence, mental health problems, and other health-related issues. In that regard, and in order to secure the welfare of all our children and the unlimited future we strive to enable them realize, I do direct that the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government, together with the Commissioner of Prisons, and in consultation with all key stakeholders, to immediately develop and issue a policy to safeguard the health and education of children of incarcerated parents in an integrated and systematic manner. I further direct the Ministry of Education to second education officers to the Kenya Prison Service so as to guide the education in these facilities. The policy should also encompass comprehensive capacity building of all actors along the chain of justice on child-sensitive action, creation of nurturing environments for children who accompany their mothers to prison, including the establishment of mother and baby units within prisons, expanding the use of alternatives to incarceration for petty offenses, and making it less traumatic for children to be integrated back into society. Lastly, as has been said, I am also happy to note that the Kenya Prison Service has attained a vaccination average of 90% for inmates and over 80% for uniformed personnel. This critical mass can sufficiently provide herd immunity within the Kenya Prison Service fraternity and is the basis upon which we will anchor the decision to review the moratorium on visitation of inmates imposed at the onset of COVID-19 pandemic. Visitation maintains links with families and societies for the purpose of reintegration, and I therefore direct, as a result of the vaccination progress that you have made, that this ban on visitation be lifted and people be allowed to visit their loved ones under strict guidelines. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by once again congratulating all the graduates today, thanking the service, the management of this institution, and all its personnel for the sterling work that they continue to do. To you officers, as you formally transition into the ranks of the service, the following three hallowed words should be your mantra from this day forward. That is duty, honor, and country. I wish each and every one of you all the best, and I urge you to discharge your duties with integrity, dedication, diligence, and a firm commitment to maintaining the high standards and excellent reputation that this service has built. Let me also say that for me it is also a personal, wonderful day that I have been able to inspect a guard of honor led by a woman. Hiyo ni kitu mzuri sana. Hongera sana, hongera sana, hongera sana. God bless you na walinde mkiendelea na shughuli zenu mbalimbali kutoka siku ya leo. Asanteni sana. Thank you.